Genshin 6.0 livestream happened today and probably top 3 updates of all time. Like, it was so good. There's so much stuff, including free constellation for free-to-play players. We're gonna talk about that. Obviously, the biggest highlight of the update is the new area Nordcry with the new Archon quest, new region, everything. And Nordcry is looking really fire. Like, it's really good. It has that Nateland combined with Fontaine vibes. Like, I'm really enjoying it. This is also the anniversary month, so there is obviously gonna be anniversary rewards, and we're gonna talk about everything. But obviously, let's start with what everyone cares about: the new 5-star Flynn and Llama and new 4-star Aino. Let's talk about Llama first. First of all, Llama design is actually really good, and just how NFR bought Lunar Charge reaction to the game, Llama is bringing Lunar Bloom reaction, which you can guess is Bloom but on steroids. Like, it's just gonna be Bloom but melt level of damage. Llama is a support character. She's not a fucking main DPS. Her elemental skill can reduce the enemy's Hydro and Dendro resistance, and there's this new stack mechanic. It's called Verdant Dew, and when Verdant Dew is maxed by using Llama's burst, if she will increase the damage of your team. Obviously, it depends on how many Verdant Dew stacks you have. The max are 3, so it all depends on that. Like, that's how her kit works. Her burst will buff your bloom damage, and her elemental skill will reduce opponent Hydro and Dendro resistance. So she's a support character, which means we might get a DPS for her. Right now, her DPS is Layla, because Layla is only fucking bloom DPS in the game. They might give us something else, like Nordcry might have a Hydro character who can be a Lunar Bloom DPS. Other than Llama, we obviously have Flynn's, the finally a tall male character for everyone who's been asking, and Flynn's look really fucking cool. I can't pull him on my main account, I'm so sad, but I'm gonna pull him on my alt account because obviously I'm limited on wishes. I can't just blow up wishes on the first update. I have to wait for actual characters to come out, Alice, Varka and stuff. So I'm gonna pull Flynn's on my alt account. But talking about Flynn's, he's a DPS. There's nothing special with his kit. He does damage. You press his elemental skill, and his normal attack gets infused with lightning, and he attacks with lightning. He's a DPS. His burst does damage. He's a DPS, nothing special. He's a lunar charge DPS, so he's dependent on lunar charge. Obviously, you can't fucking run overload and all kind of shit with him. And then there's Aino. She's actually a support for lunar charge and lunar bloom. Our first Hydro Claymore character. She is basically off-field Hydro player. If there are 2 Nordcry characters in the team, Aino and then someone else, Aino's Hydro application gonna be way better compared to if Aino is the only Nordcry character in the team. Llama Flynn's Aino can also show the local specialty on the maps, but Llama and Flynn's have extra talent. Speaking of Llama, she is very friendly with animals, so you can have all kinds of interaction with animals. Like a deer kind of animal can actually heal her. They can give her raw meat for cooking, and then other animals can give her ore and stuff. So basically, she's very friendly with animals. For Flynn's, his special talent is that he can actually understand the wild hunt monster. Wild hunt monsters are the new enemy which will be introduced in Nordcry, and they'll be speaking gibberish until you have Flynn's in your team. Then you can actually understand what they're speaking. Just a special gimmick talent, you know, just for shits and giggles, nothing special. Obviously, for the new characters, we also gonna have new bosses. One is called Knuckle Duckle. He's a very goofy boss, and apparently you can interact with this boss with Aino and Ineffa. And other boss is called Radiant Moonfly, and this is Dendro boss, so this is most likely gonna be the Llama's boss. 2 new world bosses, nothing else. There's obviously new regions, so there is new reputation system. So the reputation system is very much like Nateland. Like in Nateland, you had 6 tribes, and you had to get reputation system for each tribe to max out to get the rewards. It's same in Nordcry. Instead of tribes, there is sanctions. There are multiple sanctions in Nordcry. Llama is from Frost Moon Scion sanction. Aino is Clink Clank Shop sanction. Flynn's is Lightkeeper sanction. You have to like get the max reputation for each sanction. There is different stuff like they did say in the live stream. Like, it's not gonna be your old reputation system. You're gonna have to like do basic daily life stuff with the characters, which I kind of like it. Like, finally they are making reputation system more interesting. We have the wishes. First phase wish gonna be Llama and Nahida. The Archon Gauntlet have started. Every year with a new region, they start the Archon Gauntlet. Last year, first update of Nateland was Raiden, second update was Venti, third update was Zhongli, fourth update was Furina, and so on and so forth. This update have Nahida, next update gonna have other Archons. Second phase is Flynn's and Yellen. Yellen is there because she's actually gonna be good with Flynn's team, and also she just got her new skin. Obviously, for the new characters, we have new artifact set, Silken Moon Serenade and Night of the Skies Unveiling. These are the 2 artifacts set. I don't know who's for who. I actually didn't saw the leaks for the artifact. I can take a good guess that fucking one artifact is gonna be a support artifact, one gonna be an DPS artifact. Obviously, we have our Archon quest. For doing the Archon quest, by the way, you will get 620 Primo Gems. For Nateland, you got 500 Primo Gems. Here, you're getting 620 because there is also story quest. So this time they intertwine the story and Archon quest. So Llama and Flynn's story quest are intertwined in the Archon quest. This is 620 Primo Gems. You got 500 from Archon quest like Nateland, but 60 Primo Gems from Llama Mama and Flynn. So total of 620 Primogems for doing the Archon quest. Archon quest majorly gonna revolve around Columbina because she's the goddess. Columbina is the god here. Columbina is the moon god, and she is basically the Archon equivalent of Nordkarai. So the main plot of the Archon quest is pretty simple. It's basically Fatih is finally the villain again. Like they're kind of like they've taken over Nordkarai and they're like kind of harvesting Kawaki, which is the ancient moon power found in Nordkarai, and they're kind of harvesting it for, I guess, fighting against God. And obviously we have to stop them. And Marinette is the main villain here. She's the early villain, the main actual villain. I'm pretty sure gonna be second Harbinger. First I thought it's gonna be Columbina, but Columbina is actually the moon goddess of Nordkarai. She's the Archon equivalent, so 100% she's not the villain. Also, like I don't know if she's actually with Fatih anymore, because Fatih's goal is actually to bring her back. So why would they have to bring her back? Either she's stuck in Nordkarai or she doesn't wanna go back. That's why Fatih is here, to bring her back. Other than that, yeah, you can actually interact with Columbina and she can give you commissions, and if you complete the commissions you can get extra special buff which can help you with your exploration. Coming back to Archon quest, Marinette is the early main villain. You have to defeat her or make friends with her. I'm actually kind of happy that we finally got like an actual evil Harbinger. Like I don't have any problem with a good Harbinger, but I want actual villains who are evil, you know. And also there's some little bit of our sibling. That's not the main plot with our sibling, but there is some of that. I guess we're gonna have some interaction, and basically our sister, she have shaken hands with Fatih, which I kind of saw coming, cause like Abyss Order and Fatih have the same goal of taking down the gods, so sooner or later they were gonna team up. So I guess Lumina finally teamed up with Fatih, and our sister actually says that if you don't want to join me, don't join me, but don't try to stop me. And then we see Ether pulling out his sword, so he's actually gonna fight his sister, I guess, or try to stop her. But basically there's the Archon quest. I'm personally hyped. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm not really gonna make a theory video this time around. Obviously we have the main events, and I have a problem with events. So basically every update we get one big event and three small events. One big event which gives 1000 Primogems and three small event which gives 400 Primogems each. But this update we only have one big event and two small events. The big event is called Clink Clank Clash, is the Nordkarai event. They actually didn't explain in the live stream what the event is actually about, but we can take a guess that there's gonna be 3 mini games, clear all 3 mini games and get rewards. And then there's two small events which they also didn't explain what the small events were about. They just showed us a picture and moved on to the next topic. They didn't actually explain to us what fucking events are about. There is only two small events, not three small events. So basically loss of 400 Primogems. I don't know why they did that. Why the fuck they just nuked one small event? I mean, overall you will get more Primogems because it's the anniversary update, but still, why? Speaking of events, Anecdote event is finally a permanent event. You can go and talk to your favorite characters in the open world. You can actually make a wish for them at the Narukami shrine, and you can find them randomly in the open world, any character you want. So that's kind of cool. I always say to Genshin that, you know, the character should be found in the open world and stuff. Local legends are also finally useful now. There's actually going to be a whole menu for local legends from where you can track them and go and defeat them, and you will get a profile picture frame for defeating local legends. So that's actually kind of cool. I'm surprised it took them 5 years to add profile picture frame, but finally it's here. And obviously since this is the anniversary month, we will also have anniversary rewards. You know, typical 1600 Primogems in the mail and 10 wishes in from the check-in reward. Typical 20 wishes which we got last year, and there's also standard 5-star. You can pick one. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna pick Yume Mizuki because she's the latest one. I'm also gonna pick her. There are many quality of life update, like the character trial. If you already have the character, you don't have to do the trial. You can just claim the rewards. Treasure compass is also better now. Like apparently it can show the chest in whole area, which is actually really fucking good. I actually like that. Speaking of condensed resin, it's now 60 Primogems, but obviously it's gonna give triple the rewards. And then there was the biggest thing of the update. Apparently there is level hundreds now, but it's only for the whales. Free-to-play peasants like you and me can't get to level 100. To get level 100, you actually need to have a character at C6, and if you get another copy of that character, then you will get a special constellation thing which can actually take your character to level 95, and obviously you're gonna be needing 2 of them for level 100, which is again, like I said, you need C6 character for that. Peasants like you and me, we are not gonna get it. Let's not even talk about it. It doesn't exist for us normal people. What exists for us normal peasants is free constellation for any character you want. There's the new event called To Temper Thyself and Journey For. In this event, you can earn a free constellation for your favorite character. It's a long process. You can't just earn it quickly. In the live stream, they said it can take 2 patches, a whole 2 updates to get 1 constellation. But hey, it's free constellation. I'll take it. And so it's basically you're gonna have to do lots of stuff, lots of like daily stuff, and it will count, and eventually you will get your constellation. You can pick for any character you want, and they said per year you can get 4 constellations. So you can take your character to C4 for free every year. Hey, is something extra. We'll take it. Like, this thing existing is a benefit for us rather than it's just not existing, and us getting no no constellation rather than fucking getting 4 constellation a year. So I'll take it. And there was everything in the 6.0 update. I'm actually very hyped, especially for the future update, because Alice, Varka, and all these hyped characters, they are not in this update. They are actually for the future update. We don't even see Alice and Varka in this update. We do have some little bit of stuff from Varka. We won't be interacting with Alice and Varka just yet. They're gonna be in the later updates, so that's why I'm more hyped for the later updates. And obviously more hyped characters gonna be here. So September is the month of peak. On 4 we got fucking Hollow Knight. On 10th we got Nordkarai Genshin update. On 12th we got Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. So it's gonna be peak. My personal thoughts that this update is actually peak. I don't give a fuck whatever anyone says. This is good update. Archon Quest, area expansion, new character, new reaction, everything is peak. And yeah, see ya.